Spring school was closing and they were coming to Storm Lake. So
Just
that,
hold it.
well, I don't hold things well.
Oh.
They go wrong. I don't know why.
Okay, let's
So
see.
what do you want me to tell
I
you?
just got the
honey?
video going.
Okay.
Even though I can always take it.
And the
But
video
we
is
moved-
going.
We had
Yeah.
joined the Methodist church in
Okay.
about
Is that-
45 or 40
It's upside down.
when we came to Vista County.
Oh, and then you
But
gotta
we
hit that.
came to Storm Lake Church in 63 when Dr. Green was here.
Okay.
Right.
And he was only here about a year or so.
No.
So I've been a circle chairman and I've scrubbed the floor in that kitchen in the basement many times. And Harlow's been a trustee and he's done everything but preach a sermon.
Okay, so you came to Storm Lake United Methodist Church in 1963,
Yes,
and it was Green.
Dr. Green.
Dr. Green was the pastor at that time.
And he was a wonderful guy. We've gone through a lot of ministers. haven't we?
Yes. What was it like then? Was the church full of people on Sundays?
Yes, it was, but we in the back where you that was all seats, you know,
Oh.
clear back to
To the windows?
the windows.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had the aisles down there. We didn't have a center aisle. So it was nice when we finally got a center aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And years ago, there was a couple that bought velvet cushions for the seats in the church.
Mm-hmm.
And I stood there in that empty church and watched them cry because we were going to remodel
Oh,
and do away with the velvet cushions. I remember that
Yeah.
very well.
mm-hmm.
And there's just different things. And of course, we were always friends with the minister, and Harlow was a trustee. And he was either on the roof fixing the roof or doing something to something all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the church just became our social club and everything, I
Yeah.
guess, for a while. And I've been in many circles. When I first joined, we had the mothers who had small children had a night circle.
Oh.
And we were kind of a exclusive little group. And then when our kids got in school, then I always joined an afternoon circle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a circle chairman at one time too.
Mm-hmm.
And Barb Stammer was always a good
Oh.
friend of mine, and her and John.
Yeah.
And I remember when they remodeled the church and I've got pictures of Harl with the minister standing in the north when they cut the first door through to the north side of the church.
What year was that? Do you remember?
What?
What year?
Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can come even close to that. When was that?
Was that
Well-
when they built the Family Life Center on? Or was that before that?
Oh, it was before that.
Before that.
And they put that in there because we didn't have a door on the north side of the church. And Harl was standing there with one of the ministers when they cut the door that went down into the
Into the
old
kitchen.
basement. Yeah.
Wasn't it from the kitchen they could go out?
Yeah, you
Okay.
could go outside.
Yeah.
That's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
And of course, the library wasn't there for a long time. And I don't remember the years when they've done that.
Well, they started out in a hallway, and then they.
Yeah, and they added on. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Um,
several places I've heard.
But Harlow and John Stammer were one of the guys that did a lot of the kind of heavy work. And when they took the plaster walls out of the educational building, Harlow had a wagon out north. They threw the old plaster in and put down there.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew John Stammer.
Yes.
He was kind of a plain guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he could do anything in that church, and he did too.
Mm-hmm.
And Harl was trustee for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we always became good friends with the minister, whoever they were, because we lived on the farm, and some of them came out to me. And I'll never forget the day when I got a phone call. And I said, "Who is this?" And he said, "It's Harrison." And I said, "Harrison too." I'd never called him by his first name. He was in Des Moines, and they were going to go cupboard shopping, and they knew we had built a house and put in new cupboards. And he'd been out to my house and seen them. So he called me from Des Moines to see where we got our cupboards. So we've always had a close relationship with the ministers. And the one that lived up at Spirit Lake, they went up there and redid everything for him, and my husband and other guys. Church has been a real part of our life. Really has been. And they've stood by me when I needed them badly. And now I'm not even able to serve on a committee or anything. I give up everything. But anyway, it's been a thought. It's gotten me through lots and lots of days. And here I am. And now I'm just wanting God to help me gracefully leave this world, I guess. And I hope it'll be before I become dependent or to the point where I can't take care of myself.
You want to stay home.
And that could be any day if I happen to fall.
So what is your message to all of us as we are celebrating our 150th anniversary?
Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
Okay, that's good. I love it. Enjoy, 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 enjoy. Yeah.
Everything goes by so quickly.
Yes.
And I'm a little disturbed now when I read in the paper that we had so much trouble with our country in the 60s and with the young people into the 70s, because we lived that life and got through it and did everything, and we didn't think it was so bad. But you sure hear a lot now about those times, don't you? That, of course, we had the rebellious young people who were doing all kinds of things to get attention, I think, more than anything. And of course, my son was an army man and served 3 years defending our country and was in Vietnam twice and
I got a
served in Germany and done everything. So I've been a part of the world for a long time. But life is good. Hang in there.
Yep.
You
That's
never
good.
know what's just around the corner, and I'm wondering now, what am I here for, and what am I supposed to still be doing? My family's making plans for different things in months to come, and I'm kind of, well, if I'm going to be here, God has to give me strength to get through. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm strictly relying on God now to get me through the days and get me going.
Amen.
I love all of you, so hang in there. Hang in there.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope you're not going to show that to too many people.
Well, many people are going to see that.
Well, the church has been my life, and the people have been so good to me.
Well, you've been a blessing.
And I've tried to do the best I could, no matter what I was doing. And I'm a pretty plain person. And I've really, have had no education beyond the 8th grade. But I've always studied the artists and the people who run the country and paid attention to what the government's doing. And I still care what happens to everybody. And of course, I have loved ones all over.
Yes.
And I'm lucky enough to have been done some traveling, and nothing broadens your mind more than traveling and being and seeing.
Yeah.
because people aren't that different no matter where you go.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you.